My mother is Bulgarian and my father is from Afghanistan. I was born and raised in Bulgaria. Growing up, I've always identified myself as a Bulgarian. However, with time, I got in touch a little bit more with my Afghan side. It's a difficult process. It was a difficult process because I don't speak Farsi and I can't go to Afghanistan. So relating to that side, it was just a bit more difficult than relating to my Bulgarian side. My first experience as a mixed race was very early on when I was about 6 or 7 years old in first grade, when some of the other kids thought that my name was quite unusual because it's an Afghan name, and they thought that because it was unusual, how they processed it was they began calling me by my full name all the time for, I don't know, about several years. And while I know now that they didn't have bad intentions, they were just curious. I grew up disliking my name and at times even being ashamed of it, and because it was the only thing that would single me out in a way in front of all my other Bulgarian friends. Once I went to university, obviously in a quite a diverse environment, I actually started liking my name because it was nobody else had such a name. So this is when I got in touch more with my Afghan side, and since then it's been a process of me accepting it, acknowledging it, and just becoming closer to it. I guess when we talk about good and bad sides of being mixed race, I've got to say that it's a highly subjective experience, I believe, and it depends a lot on the political and social environment, the mix that you have, the person himself. So for me, growing up in a post-communist country, highly homogeneous society, I was quite aware of the fact that I'm different. And I was quite lucky, however, because people were just curious. They never had any bias towards me. If there was any bias, it would be simply because of my Afghan heritage, not because of my mixed heritage.